A post of mine that I posted on StockTwits back in January 20th of this year, and it was CFR. It was part of the banks. I was bottom fishing, looking for bank busts, basically looking for consolidation in the industry. How I originally started this trade was that this is a weekly chart, and it just blasted all the way through down here to S2. I looked at it. It was sentiment at that time too is for banks and stuff, because I'm looking forward to the real estate cycle. You know, once we start raising interest rates here, it's going to pump money into the system, and so for banks and that, I just you're running out of stuff that's cheap, right? I mean, you know, we're kind of limited here. We're kind of long in the tooth on this one here. So it's, you know, even though things are going to get kind of frothy and gangbusters and jumping up and down like 1999, it's tough to find stuff to go long, especially if you're in that side of the boat. So what I did was on here is I put in on Twits to gold long bullish on this here, and we're at $60 now, and back then it was 45. Well, we're down here. So what I wanted to review this was because of what I have going on here is say you bought down in here, okay. January 20th, I think right about here. This in this area. Okay, so you bought down in here in this area, and we're up to here. Well, here's R1 on this daily chart. Okay, so this is a resistance level. First thing that comes within a second, I already know what I'm going to do on this. And in this case here, what I would do is I'd probably write calls against, like say 2/3 of your position, you know. Or what you can do is, if you only have 100 shares, is you can write a call up in this area. I'm guessing that this is going to come and pull back down here. There is risk of it going down to, I believe, 55 or so. There's a level there, but I think it's going to come back down here and then swing higher. So the target up here is, and the pivot is 66.20 up in here. But in the interim, you know, write some covered calls against the position to buy some time and collect some premium on it. Let's see here. So this is on the weekly. So you're bought down in here. Okay, and we're coming up to here. So here's the weekly pivot on here too, at 65.07. So basically, it's coming up to pivot on a weekly basis. Time marches on, kind of thing, with the economy. So that's what I would be doing right now. Let's take a look here. Yeah, here's a money flow. It's in there too. So this is a natural place for it to pause. And so, like I said, if you know, I'd write covered calls against it. And I wanted to look. Let's see here. Here it is. So this here, like I mentioned before, this one's delayed about 15-20 minutes, is at this area here. I guess it's 58 would be the next support area if it loses this here, and this does look like somewhat of a bear flag. Okay, and then you have your unbalanced volume and your money flow too. So I expect this CFR to come back down. I wouldn't get out of it because, like I said, I'm looking for the real estate cycle. So this is one of those you're going to hold on for a decade. All right. Once again, this is just a recap of a trade idea I had, and there I post a daily trade idea on my website, kevinvance.com. I make it simple, one a day. Since we're at full employment, not a lot of people have time to do research. That's all I do. I go and find where the fishing hole's at. I load you up on the boat. You go out and you guys go fishing, but I bring you to the hole. So, and then after a week, or if it moves 5 to 20%, then I recap it right away, usually the following week. Okay, and the 20% is usually take a couple of weeks, and those are usually the 3 timers. Okay, 3 times ETN. Thank you for watching this video and for visiting my